Everybody, a warm welcome to another video talking more about karma. You know, we are doing the book review of SADHGURU'S book titled Karma. So let us see some more aspects what he has to tell us about karma. You see we are in the second half of the second chapter. No, we are in the second half of the third chapter. Okay, we have seen the first half of the third chapter. Now it is the continuation of the third chapter. Okay, see here he already mentioned about vasana. He already mentioned about samskara, isn't it? And in continuation of that, see, he says we are inheriting a lot of karma in the form of memories through our genes. Okay, a lot of memories are passed on in the form of karma from our ancestors. And here he touches upon a concept, that is doing some rituals for the dead ones. Pitru Tarpan, that is when a person is dead. No? In every culture, in every community, there is a system. Okay, they do it for 7 days. They follow certain rituals till 10 days, till 11 days, till 16th day, and they keep on doing some rituals in the house. Okay, and that is called Pitru Tarpan. Now, when Pitru Tarpan or when some rituals are conducted, Sadhguru says Sadhguru is in support of this. He favors this, and he favors it to such an extent that if we cannot do it by ourselves in our house, we can send the details of our dear and near departed souls. You can give the details, name, age, under what circumstances he or she passed away, with the photo, and if we send some money, he will do the ritual for us. To that extent, he is in support of this. Okay, and whereas some people say it's a waste of time. Okay, I follow many Gurujis in my life now, and one of my favorite Gurujis is Pradeep Vijay. He is giving a lot of, he is sharing all his wisdom with us online. But Pradeep Vijay's opinion is that it is a waste of time to do Pitru Tarpan. And his justification is, see, when a person is dead, his physical body is burnt, but the death is only for the death is only for the physical body. The mental body and the astral body join together. It leaves the physical body and it goes up. What you call as spirit, isn't it? Now, see, when a person is dead, his spirit goes to the higher world. It leaves this earth and it goes to the higher world. So they are in the higher level. Now, when they are in the higher level, people who are on the earth cannot do anything good for them. It is the other way around. People in the higher world can do something good for us, whereas we cannot do anything good for them. That is what his argument is. So some people are in favor of Pitru Tarpan. Some people are not in favor of this. Whatever it is, so left to me, if you ask me, I will say two things. Personally, I believe in it. Okay, and so I do it. Okay, that is one thing. And so you listen to your heart space. If you feel like doing, please do it. Otherwise, you don't have to do it. Leave it. And one more aspect you have to take it into account. See, it is the family, it is the tradition. It is the family tradition which you have to follow. So in your family, in your culture, if they have been doing this ritual, say once in a year or once in a month, on all a new moon day, Amavasya day, if they have the habit of doing it, then you don't have to break it. You also just do it. I do it because I believe in it. Okay, if you don't believe in it, then it is up to you. Okay, Sadhguru says that doing this, no, we can do it even up to, not only to our dear parents, to our grandparents, great grandparents, to all our ancestors we can do. Because after all, we have inherited all these things from our ancestors. All our qualities, all our nature is based on their qualities. It has been passed on from generation to generation through genes. So when you have so much, then why don't you show your gratitude to them? See, we have inherited good and bad, but think of the good things, and why don't you show your gratitude by doing some ritual once in a month, or at least once in 6 months, or once in a year. Okay, and not only that, Sadhguru gives another explanation for these rituals. He is in favor of these rituals because once you show your love and respect to the departed soul. Number two, you get free from their bondage. See, for 16 days you do some ritual, and by that you complete everything, and you send them to the upper world, to the other higher world, and so like by doing that you finish off your bondage with them. See, the memory can be within us. Just by doing rituals for 16 days, we cannot forget our parents, we cannot forget our grandparents, we cannot forget our ancestors. We should not. But you know, the strong bondage can be cut off by doing this. And after that you remember them. See, the memory is always there. Whenever you do something, we automatically, naturally we say, my mother used to say like this, my father used to say like this, my mother used to cook like this. No, this dish is exactly like how my mother used to make. See, these memories cannot be erased from our minds. Okay, but doing rituals, how far you have to do? Now it depends upon your heart space. Okay, then one more thing. You see, there is a saying. They say, Jesus said once that leave the dead to the dead. Leave the dead to the dead means, you see, we should not keep the photos of the dead ones and keep offering something what they like every day. See, I was brought up in a joint family, and in my house, when I was small, in the house where we lived, see, they used to have the wooden frame on the wall, and they used to have the photos of all the gods and goddesses on one side, and on the other side or in another room, like this, there is a frame, and they used to keep the photos of all the dead ones, all the dead people, their ancestors and so on. And for these photos also, they used to keep the garland, they used to keep the incense sticks, and they used to offer something on a daily basis. On a daily basis, we should not do this. Why, you know? See, you are offering something what they like, and so the spirit has the tendency to come back, because you are offering and you are invoking them. You simply pray to them, you invoke their blessings, you ask for the blessings, it's okay. But on a daily basis, if you go on doing this ritual, see, the spirit doesn't know whether to come back to the world or to go up. There is a problem. The spirit is confused, and the spirit cannot come back to the earth fully because its body is gone, its body is burnt. Then where will it stay? Only if we have the body, the spirit can be inside. So it is, and whereas you are praying every day. You are calling the spirit every day. You are offering so many good things to the spirit every day. So the spirit is in a dilemma, whether to come to the earth or to go up. Now, such a thing nowadays people are not doing. So doing rituals on a daily basis for the departed souls is not recommended. Maybe once in a month on all Amavasya days you can do it, or on the Tithi, the Tithi, not the star, the Tithi of the dead one when he passed away. That day's Tithi is taken into account, and these things are offered once in a year. Okay, so all these things are discussed in his book like this. Then he goes on to say, Sadhguru goes on to say one more thing, that is the RUNANUBANDHA. What is the Runam? Runam is the physical memory. RUNANUBANDHA. That is, Bandha means connection. Runa means the physical memory. You see, even when our parents die, though they are not with us now, we have the physical memory. We have the smell of them. We have whatever they have said, we remember. Isn't it? We cannot erase the memory of the dear ones, because there is so much of physical memory. Sadhguru, he has already mentioned about the karmic effect on the physical memory, the mental memory, and also the energy level, at the energy level, isn't it? We have already seen that. Now, this RUNANUBANDHA is nothing but the physical memory. And where can you expect this physical memory? In blood relations. In blood relations, you can expect this physical memory. Okay, say your mother very affectionately keeping you very close when you were very young. She used to feed you. You enjoy the smell of your mother. You enjoy the nearness of the mother, the intimacy. So that physical, the look of your mother, the way she talks, the way your father does, the way he has taken you out, all these things are in our mind, isn't it? So that is the physical proximity between the blood relations. And one more proximity which can create RUNANUBANDHA is the sexual relationship between a man and a woman. Now this also creates a lot of physical memory, because see, the intimacy between the husband and wife, see, their body is very close, their minds are close, the two bodies are close, the minds are close, and this creates some sort of identification in the astral body, in the pranic body of both the people involved. Okay, say for example, a couple, husband and wife, they live together for 30 years, 40 years, 50 years. They rear the children, they do all their responsibilities, they take care of the young one, the grandchildren. And as they live for years together, they both depend on each other so much. And there is so much of love, there is so much of sharing. And sometimes it so happens, if the husband dies, within a year, the wife also dies. Now, in this case, what people say is, the husband's departed soul goes to the Pitrulok, but the husband is calling the wife there also. You come fast, you come fast. I can't live without you. Like that. Now, and here the wife is also staying in the same house with all the, she is unable to forget him. So her soul is also longing to go to the upper world, to the Pitrulok, and stay with her husband. So this is how within a year or within a short span of time, when one dies, the other also goes along with him, goes behind him. Okay, and so this is the meaning of Runanubandha, which is seen between the husband and wife. And see, this Runanubandha between a legal marriage is accepted by the society. But nowadays, even earlier it used to be there, but nowadays you see a lot of extramarital relationships. Both of the husband and wife, they live together, they live in the same family, they lead a life together, but still, you know, nowadays the ladies are also learning, they are educating themselves to such an extent that they get very high posts, they go out, they go to the office, they happen to meet other men, there is some, they work together for a long time, and so you know, as you get along for more and more time, you develop some intimacy. In the beginning you call it a friendship, but I tell you, this extramarital relationship, friendship, can never go on only as a friendship. Okay, somehow, sometime they get into physical relationship also. And if this continues, now this is creating a lot of change in the pranic body of both the people. Because see, the body has its own memory. The body is able to, one body, the body of the husband will be able to identify the body of the wife. Okay, because there is so much of intimacy, and there is so much of mixing of the prana or at the energy level. And suppose if the man is getting some other relationship, getting into some other relationship, then the man's body is getting confused. So long he has been living with a lady, and now he is bringing somebody else into his life, and if they get into a sexual relationship, then his pranic body is getting confused, because his physical body is unable to, it is not the question of accepting or not accepting. The physical body, the memory of the physical body is confused. And that is why right from time immemorial in our societies, this extramarital relationships have been considered as illegal. Even those days they knew that, see such relationships do create a lot of physical disturbance, mental disturbance, and disturbance in the pranic body. Okay, and what Sadhguru says, why he is mentioning about this Runanubandha is, see, working out, see, repairing or straightening these differences at the pranic level, it takes more and more lifetimes. See, we are here on the earth to work out our negative karmas and positive karmas, and by getting into such Runanubandhas, no, we are only extending our this birth death cycle. So if a sadhaka or if a yogi is very particular about moving forward towards the path of attaining mukti, then he will never enter into such Runanubandha. Okay, because it will take more and more lifetimes to set right the pranic body. Okay, and not only that, he says, see, even in the case of pregnant women, those days a lot of care used to be given to the lady. See, what food she has to eat, with whom she has to talk, what is the ambience in which she has to live. a lot of rituals have been developed to make the pregnant woman a happy woman, because only if she is happy, the child born to her will be happy. Because throughout her 9 months of pregnancy, if she is happy, then the child will inherit all those qualities also, and the child is going to be naturally a positive minded child. So a lot of care was taken those days. Whereas nowadays, ladies also go out to work. There is in the nuclear family, they don't even nowadays the ladies don't know what to do, what to eat. If at all they want to know something, they only refer to the YouTube or they refer to the social medias. Whereas those days it was not like that. And all those things, see, in the 5th month, there used to be a celebration. All the relatives, they make different food items and give it to her. In the 7th month, another celebration. In the 9th month, another celebration. So they were looking out for celebrations to make the lady happy. Whereas nowadays nobody is bothered about all those things, and it is creating negative karmas in the minds of the younger generation also. So these are all the impacts. And he says the yoga, doing yoga, or even doing yoga can be considered as a tool to reduce this physical memory. So that is why a sadhak, a practitioner, is advised to do yoga and many more practices, so that he gets rid of these physical memories, and he is reducing his runanubandha with everybody around him. Okay, so that is what he goes on saying, and this is how he is ending the 3rd chapter. Okay. So, and another important thing, he says, if you want to seek a sadhak or a spiritual seeker, must do the sadhanas. He or she must do a lot of sadhana to reduce the physical memory. And only when we reduce the physical memory, only then there is spiritual improvement. So if you want to move forward in the spiritual life towards the attainment of mukti, then we must reduce the physical memory. So that runanubandha must be cut off. And doing various sadhanas will definitely help us in reducing this runanubandha also. Okay, so this is what Sadhguru is explaining to us in the 3rd chapter. Okay, see you in the next video. We will take the 4th chapter in the next video. Till then, bye.